All right, good morning, students. Today for Christlight, we are looking at Christlight 6A, which is Easter morning at the tomb. And you can find this lesson in your Bibles in the book of Matthew chapter 28, verses 1, and then verses 5 through 10, Mark chapter 16, verses 1 through 8, Luke chapter 24, verses 1 through 12, and John chapter 20, verses 1 through 9. On Easter Sunday morning, Mary Magdalene and some other women who were followers of Jesus went to the tomb where Jesus had been laid. They took along some spices to finish the burial that had started on Friday. When they came near the tomb, they were surprised to see that the stone had been rolled away from the entrance. What could have happened? Mary Magdalene thought she knew. Immediately she turned around and ran back to Jerusalem to report to the disciples. The other woman entered the tomb and saw that Jesus' body was not there. An angel in the tomb told them, "Jesus is not here. He has risen from the dead, just as he said he would." Joyfully, the women started back to Jerusalem to tell the disciples the good news they had heard. Suddenly, Jesus himself stood in the road before him. "Greetings," he said. When they saw their Lord alive, they bowed down at his feet and worshipped him. "Don't be afraid," Jesus said to them. "Go and tell my disciples to go to Galilee. They will see me there." Filled with joy, the women continued on their way. Back in Jerusalem, Mary Magdalene had found Peter and John and told them, "Someone has taken Jesus' body out of the tomb. We don't know where they have put him." When Peter and John heard this, they ran out to the tomb to see for themselves what had happened. John got there first. He looked into the tomb and saw the empty pieces of linen cloth lying there, but he did not go inside right away. Peter, though, rushed right into the tomb when he got there. He too saw the empty pieces of linen cloth. He also saw the cloth that had been used to cover Jesus' head. It was not lying with the other linen wrappings, but was folded up and lying in a piece by itself. Peter wondered what had happened. Then John entered the tomb. He looked at the empty linen wrappings and the neatly folded headcloth lying by itself. What he saw convinced him that Jesus had risen from the dead. But Peter and John still did not understand that the scriptures had prophesied that Jesus would rise from the dead. The two of them then went back to Jerusalem to find the other disciples. The other woman had also gone to Jerusalem. When they found the disciples, they told them their wonderful news. "We have seen the Lord." But the disciples would not believe what the women told them. The women's words seemed like foolish talk to them.